Hello everyone, welcome to our new question and answer session by RedTrack. Today we have prepared commonly asked questions about domains. So let's start. First of all, why do you need your own tracking domain? I mean, your custom domain, not the one provided by your tracking solution. First of all, it's that with a proper tracking domain setup, your links and headers will be completely white labeled. So the visitor will see only your domain. It will not see the mention of RedTrack or any other tracker. Second is that all dynamic components will be using your domain, your click URLs, campaign URLs, your scripts, no redirect scripts, LP views scripts. They will all have your domain. Third one is that using your own domain for points 1 and 2 mean that you can easily build your own reputation. So our default tracking domain, and as well as for many other trackers, they are shared among many other customers. So your delivery could be affected by other clients using this shared tracking domain. What options do you have with RedTrack? First of all is our dedicated tracking domain. Among advantages of this tracking domain is that it's provided for free and it already has an SSL certificate. Such domains are generated automatically even for trials and startup packages. But if you will have a professional and higher, you will be able to customize it a little bit. The last point here is that this type of domain is more or less yours. So no one else will be able to use it. Example of automatically generated dedicated tracking domain you can see on the screen. It's a combination of numbers and letters. And customized domain, you can see that you will be able to replace this combination of numbers and letters to some word, for example, cool.rdtk.io. Second option you have with RedTrack is your own custom tracking domain. You will have to buy it and integrate RedTrack, but it will definitely look more attractive to a visitor. I will tell you a bit later how to set it up and integrate with RedTrack. How and where to buy a domain? This is absolutely up to you. There are a lot of services providing this option. Choose one you like most. Here you can see the list of possible domain registrars. It's a service that lets you register and purchase your domain name. So it can be domain.com, bluehost.com, hostgator.com, Namecheap, GoDaddy, and many others. Choose the one you like most and of course with the one with a better price. What about hosting? Do you need a hosting? The question is, it depends. If you plan to use the domain for tracking purposes only, then you do not need to host it anywhere. If you will compare domain to a street where you live, then hosting will be the house where you live. So if you need to have your own website, it means that you do not use any landing page builder such ClickFunnels or lead pages, and you want to put the code of your landing page somewhere, then you need to have a hosting for your domain. It's a space on a server where you will place your photos, your information, and etc. Where you can buy a hosting. A hosting can be bought at your domain registrar. Most of the domain registrars provide a hosting option. For example, bluehost.com provides a free domain if you buy a hosting. The same is for HostGator. So it's also up to you. You can choose any you like. So how to add a CNAME record? It's a very common question, so I will show you on a GoDaddy example. We will now go to a GoDaddy account. I already have purchased a domain. You can see it here. Now I go to DNS settings. Here is the list of already existing records. Now we need to add a new one. We select type CNAME, host. It can be any word you like. For example, I will prefer cool. And this is one of the most important things. It should be pointed to your dedicated tracking domain. So you'll go to your RedTrack account, your profile settings, and dedicated tracking domain. So you can see it's club.rdtk.io. That's my dedicated tracking domain. For you, you will have some other combination. So you put it here. Sorry. Set the TTL to the lowest possible and press save. That's it. It will become active in half an hour, but sometimes it can take up to 24 hours for the domain to update. So now we need to add this domain to your RedTrack account. So we go to your account, domains, press new, name it somehow. For example, it will be test tracking domain. And here's also one of the most important things. You put your third level domain here. Since we have added a host cool here, so the first will be this host cool. And since my domain is beingawesome.club, the rest will be cool.beingawesome.club. And press save. That's it. You have added your domain. Now you need to wait for some time for the domain to be replicated in RedTrack. It usually takes several hours, but it can be fast. It depends on the time you have added it to RedTrack. So now we'll proceed with our commonly asked questions. It's about the importance of SSL certificates. Why do you need a certificate? First of all, what is HTTPS? It's a Hypertext Transfer Protocol secure. So S here stands for secure. It's the most important thing here. Nowadays, more and more websites become secure, and all communications sent over regular HTTP connection are in plain text and can be read by any hacker that manages to break into this connection between your browser and the website. So this is a danger if the communication is on an order form or includes your credit card details or some personal information. With a secure connection, this hacker will not be able to read this information. So the biggest benefit of having a secure website is that it shows clients that they can trust your website, and in affiliate marketing context, they will most likely click on your advertisement than leave it. So they will most likely give their information if they can see that the web connection is encrypted and their browser is labeling this connection as secure. Another thing is that more and more traffic providers do not accept HTTP links. So it's now about obtaining a certificate obligatorily, especially if you are using Facebook, Google, or Bing as a traffic source. With these traffic sources, there is no option of not secure links. So if you prefer using your custom tracking domain, you will need to obtain an SSL certificate. So how to obtain a certificate? There are a lot of options and services, and you can purchase one even from your domain registrar. For example, GoDaddy provides some, or Namecheap. But we personally recommend using GoGetSSL services. It's pretty simple and has a simple and quite cheap certificate option, something around $5. And good news, we already have a full video describing the process of obtaining a certificate, of creating CSR, where to get your certificate key. So we will leave this video link in the description of this webinar. So you will be able to check it and purchase your certificate if you will need it. As a bonus, RedTrack provides an option of SSL certificates for our paid customers. So you can claim your with contacting support RedTrack.io. We can provide you one certificate for free, so just contact us. I remind you that if you will have any other questions, please feel free to contact support RedTrack.io. We'll be happy to help you. We operate from 8 to 10, from Monday to Friday. Out of business hours, we try to answer your questions as well, but there can be delays. So, see you next time. Goodbye.